Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to answer that question. Why? Why would they leave when everything is going well? You know, everything seemed to be going perfect. Yeah, I had to put that in quotes there. And they're gone. They went MIA. They ghosted on me. They're blowing cold. Like, what the heck is going on here? I need to know. You know, people can be very tormented with this when they're trying to figure it out, you know. You thought you had something with this person. You thought things were on the up and up, and then out of nowhere, you're blindsided by the icy cold disappearance. All right, you guys, I came up with 7 reasons why they left when everything was going well. All right, let's go down the list. Number 1, everything was going well from your perception. So what can we say on the opposite end? It wasn't actually going well for them. So some of us really have on the rosy colored glasses, you guys. And a lot of times we're not putting ourselves in other person's shoes. And we're taking things one way and they're taking things another way. So while we think things are going well, it is not going well for them. All right. And chances are what's going well for you is not what would determine that things are going well for them. And then it's probably the opposite. What's going well for you is the very thing that would not be well for them. So let me explain myself here. A lot of times when people are blowing hot and cold like this, they're not really seeking the type of connection that they're acting like they want to seek from you. Okay? It's something else going on underneath the surface that you have not realized yet, that they knew all along. Okay? And them leaving is a great way to interrupt the intimacy that you're desiring that they're not. Okay, so it's not going well for them. They're not seeking the type of connection that you are. All right, this is how they're able to just throw away all this goodness, the perceived goodness that you're having. Okay? So they aren't seeing it the way that you are. And some of us really have to become better at realizing when someone is, you know, what their actual desires and intentions are versus ours. Now, and some of you, to defend some of you, sometimes people like this, you know, they're not the most upfront, especially when they know it's something that if you knew exactly what it was, you may not be a willing participant at that point, okay? So they'll lie and pretend on certain levels like they're going along with what you want and they want what you want. Meanwhile, it's something else, you guys, all right? And notice how I said they'll lie on certain levels, because obviously when they go MIA, when they're falling back and they're blowing cold, that's letting you know right there, red flag, you know, something is, they're being inconsistent now. And that should let you know that you guys aren't on the same page, all right? So it actually wasn't going well for them. They could have been going through or going along with this to get something that hadn't manifested yet in a relationship. And it's like, oh, I got to keep playing this part. I got to keep pretending I want what they want and I haven't gotten what I want. Oh, this is for the birds. Or you know what? I just need a moment of a break from this, because they know they're pretending. And, you know, when we're doing things we don't really want to do, you know, what do we really want to do? We want to escape from it. Okay, you guys? So number 1, it wasn't really going well for them. And actually, in just that number one, I done told you a few different things in connection to that. So you're going to end up getting more than 7 reasons from this video. But, you know, I'm going to say 7 primary things here. And then there's some subsidiaries, if you will, or, you know, other things that are connected with. But yeah, it wasn't going well for them. You may have thought so, because you're going based off of how you're feeling or off of their lies, you know, because they're manipulating. All right. So number one, it wasn't going well for them. Number 2, they weren't really physically available. These are people that are already married. They are committed elsewhere. Okay. And, you know, they're juggling at this time. So when you are juggling, do you have one ball in your hand the whole time? Absolutely not. You got to toss these, you got to toss them around. I ain't going to say that because some of y'all got dirty mind. You got to toss them around, and you can't just keep one of them in your hand at the same time. I don't like the way this is. Oh, Lord. It's Friday. It is Friday. So we're professional around here. So yeah, you're going to have to, you got to take turns. All right. All right. If you have 3 different people that you are juggling, you got to spend time with each one. All right. So yes, they really weren't physically available. So they're going to have to disappear. And, you know, if this person was married and estranged from their spouse, if you will, maybe on the weekends, they have to go be with the kids and they're with you throughout the week. And then every weekend they're disappearing, or vice versa. Or maybe, the wife went back to work and now he has to help with childcare. These are lower range narcissists that don't have jobs, and you know, the mother of their kids or the wives end up using them for childcare, because what else can they get out of them, right? So that person got to disappear now. Or, you know, the other person maybe is a busy working woman, but she's like, well, I'm busy, but I still notice you haven't been around. And, you know, oh, I don't want to lose that supply. I'm going to have to start spending time with her. So I'm going to have to ghost her for a little while. And look, there's only one of me. So this person isn't really physically available to just one person. Or they're not choosing to make themselves physically available to one person. Okay. So that's number 2, you guys. Numero 3. Number 3. To devalue and discard you, are basically what they're doing right now is training your expectations for the relationship. Look, I don't want you to get used to me just always being around. You have to understand that I'm going to be coming and going. But a man, a lot of times, is not going to verbally come out and tell you these things. He's going to show you this. He's going to show you this. All right. So this is why I say all the time, you have to watch a person's actions more than what they say. What are they doing? What are they doing? You know, you can learn so much about a man from what he does. But oftentimes, it's women out there who haven't had their emotional maturity rise up enough, they're falling in love between their ears, and all he has to do is tell her what she wants to hear. And voila, he's back in. Voila, all is forgiven. Voila, another cycle of abuse starts. And the same thing can happen for a man as well. Sometimes we get really sweet on a girl and she bats her pretty eyes. And she says, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. You know, she victimizes herself. Oh, I had a horrible childhood. I'm trying to learn how to be better in these ways. And, you know, she lives to see another day with him. Okay. So yeah, she lives to see another day. All right. So we just had to be mindful of people's inconsistencies at that point. Number 4, you guys, they feel like they have a new, better offer. So perhaps when they started out with you, there wasn't someone else per se in the picture, but some temptation you know, it was tempting for them that came along and they just can't resist. They're like, I really like this person, but I would like to go out with this person, or I would like to sleep with that person, or I would like to, this person has some things to offer that I just don't want to turn down, you know, and these people are selfish and they're just thinking about themselves at that point. All right. So a new, better offer. And they feel like, you know what? I will risk losing this person. And then half the time they really feel like they're not going to lose you. Like, I'll be able to finagle. I'll be able to move back and forth. All right. So a new, better offer came their way and they just couldn't resist. Number 5, to hurt you. This is revenge. All right. And just because. It could be a just because or because of revenge. Some people are just very, very sadistic, you guys. And, you know, especially when we're getting to the psychopathic end of things or the spectrum of narcissism. All right. Number 6, to put you on a chase. You know, in business, we know about supply and demand. So once they find out they're in high demand with you, if they take supply back, will you be willing to pay more to get it? If you're valuing it, well, it's going to cost you this much to get it now. They're putting you on a chase, and then you end up giving them even more than you were giving them before. Okay? So number 7 on my list, you guys, is to test you, generally speaking. Test your desire for them. Test how down are you? How desperate are you for them? Yeah. And it could also be like a test of your toxicity at that point as well. So let's just see, if I remove myself from the equation, will they really notice? Will they go crazy about it? Will it really devastate their life? Like, how much power and control do I have over this person? I'm going to find out. I'm willing to find out. And the reason why they're willing to do this is because they're not dealing with you in a humane manner. You're just an object, someone to use. And as they're compiling their information of how to manipulate you, they will run these tests on you. So let's go over the 7 reasons why they left when everything appeared to be going well. Number 1, it wasn't going well for them. It was really only going well for you. But now we're going to have to really question, was it really going well for you the way that you thought? If it wasn't going well for them. All right, number 2, they weren't really physically available. The person was married. They had commitments elsewhere. And there's no way they're going to be able to be with you full time. Minimally, you're going to get part-time or even less than that. All right. Number 3, they were trying to train your expectations. And this is the expectation for the cycle of abuse of devaluing and discarding you. No. Don't get used to me being around all the time. This is how it's going to be. All right. And they're showing you through their actions rather than just telling you. Number 4, they feel like they got a new, better offer than you. Or it's something that they want to get on the side, or something else they want to add into the mix that they are just not willing to be loyal and faithful to you and let that walk away or bypass them. Okay? Number 5, to hurt you out of their sadistic nature. You know, this can be for revenge, like I said, or just because. A lot of people that are sadistic, you know, they get off at, oh, I broke that person's heart. They're never going to forget me. Or I can keep toying with them and come back. You know, and that's playing with someone's mind. Number 6, to put you on a chase. And that chase inevitably if it works out perfect for them, will lead to them getting more. Okay? And then number 7, to test you. How secure are you in yourself? How desperate are you for them? Okay? How toxic are you? They're going to find out by how you react. Now, I've made plenty of videos to support you, to help you make decisions when people do these types of things to you. Ghost you, blowing cold, pull away, withdrawing, and all of that stuff. This devaluing and discarding. Check that content out to help you make the best decisions for yourself, all right? With that being said, you guys, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Lots of content here to help you increase your emotional maturity, help you get some closure, help you on the shadow work with yourself. If you are struggling to, complete the shadow work with yourself, to understand the toxic relationship, to heal from narcissistic abuse, you guys, I do offer one-on-one coaching. You can visit my website, lakiacrawford.com, and find a package or schedule a session that works for you. If you want a time that is not available on the website, inbox me or email me at CoachLakia@gmail.com, you guys, and we can work that out. All right. Always check the description below for things that I have going on, the books that I've written, you guys, the 2 support groups that I run, private one and a public one, the Patreon monthly membership that you could have if you would like to support the work that I do. And thank you to all the people that already are currently doing that, of course. I do a lot of talking, you guys. With that being said, what do I say at the end of all of my videos? Never give up on yourself. Continue to do the work. And until next time, please take care.